So you might be wondering, why is Riomax more per tub than anything else on the market? And that's okay, because I know I asked that exact same question when I first started looking at Riomax too. But over the years, what I found is that it's so important to look deeper than the upfront cost. A nutritionist once told me that it's not necessarily about just the upfront cost, but it's about your cost to feed per head per day. And that's truly where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. He said feedlots and dairies have been doing it forever, but now it's time that cow-calf producers start to look at that number as well. And I think he's totally right. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about why Riomax is priced like it is and how to break it down to determine whether or not it pencils out for you. Hey, it's Ashley Kettner with Riomax. Now, I have been working with producers in the agriculture industry since 2014, and over the years, I have been exposed to a lot of different products on the market and worked with many different ranches to help really pencil out their cost to feed of different products to help with their bottom line. So enough about me though, let's dive right in. One of the biggest things that makes the price vary with different tubs and companies is the way that the product is designed. So let's take a look. What's really common is that companies will actually pick a price point that they feel their consumer is going to be happy to pay. So let's say $150 is that price. And now a company has to find ingredients that look good on a tag and stay under that $150 per tub, which tends to lead to lesser quality ingredients in order to have a higher quantity of the ingredients on that tag. So let's say, like, for example, sulfates and oxides, that would be the biggest reason why they've become so popular in the industry, is because they're inexpensive, they're easy to get, so you can put a lot in there, make the tag look nice, but then their availability is going to be way, way less. The cows have a way harder time actually using it. So now, even though it looks like there's a lot in the tag, or on the tag, so it looks like there's a lot in the product, it's getting tied up, they're getting sent out the back end, they're not actually doing all that much for your animal. This is the same thing with salt. Salt is a cheap commodity that gets put into products to stay within that $150 price range. Now, Riomax is looking at this completely differently. We're taking a huge step back and saying, okay, what does the rancher actually need to make sure that they're optimizing the genetic potential of their herd, but still being cost effective and making sure that their operation is profitable. We've seen that inexpensive minerals and components, the wrong components, can have a negative impact on the rumen microbes. Well, with those two together, the rancher will actually see a negative impact to their results and their performance long term. So whereas companies typically have a price point that they're building up to, Riomax is saying, no, let's see, what does the rancher actually need? And then let's find the most bioavailable ingredients that we can get the job done properly, and not just check the box and say that it's in there. So although this is how we are looking at building a product, we still have to keep in mind the cost per head per day to be sure that it pencils out, to be sure that it can pay its own way on your operation and it's economically viable. So now we achieve that by designing the product to be very, very concentrated. This allows you to get more feedings per barrel, and this allows the cattle to be out grazing, doing their job, instead of just camping on the tub like it's a candy bar. When we're looking at a low consumption, because it's so concentrated and dense, that allows you to have a low cost per head per day to actually feed the product, because that product is now lasting longer with a low consumption. So although the Riomax may be 2 to 3 times higher up front, having it so concentrated with a low consumption allows it to have a low cost per head per day to feed, which generally we end up coming in less on a daily cost to feed than our competitor products. I hope you have a good understanding of why Riomax is priced like it is, and I encourage you to click the link in the description. That will take you to a video called How Does Riomax Offset Its Costs, so that you can learn more about how it can help to pay its way on your operation. Now, Reach out if you have any questions whatsoever, but don't forget to hit the like button to let us know that this video was helpful. And of course, do not forget to hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.